Hey everyone, it is July 1st, 2023. We're gonna walk around the Stone Arch Bridge right now. So you'll notice new fencing here. This was just placed in over the last few days here they're closing the bridge at night because last year there was I think like kids setting fireworks off on the bridge, and I think even kids driving their cars across the bridge. Yeah, some overall a bit of a wild scene. So they decided to shut the bridge off to everybody from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. this year. But that's tonight. So for now, we will enjoy the wonderful views today. Coming across towards downtown Minneapolis. Absolutely beautiful day. The river has slowed down substantially from some of the times when we walked over it earlier this year. I actually think we might go across the bridge and then head back over the Hennepin Bridge and walk across St. Anthony, Maine today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you're enjoying your day, whatever day it is, wherever you are. I think in the past, Minneapolis has done fireworks shows, but they've slowed those down over the past few years, and I think that has kind of led to an increased amount of illegal fireworks being set off, where when there's no option for people to gather in a regular legal manner in the public, they kind of find ways to do it themselves and have a good time in whatever way they can. We as a resourceful community. So the city of Minneapolis has decided to do a laser light show that will be, I believe, Monday night, which is July 3rd. Today is Saturday, July 1st. And that's going to be on Boom Island Park, which is, Boom Island is this island right over here. Or is that Nicollet Island? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is Nicollet Island. I think it's in Boom Island. I don't know. You're gonna have to Google that. Yeah, no fireworks in the city of Minneapolis this year, or no city-sanctioned fireworks. There will be tons of fireworks, I'm sure, but no city-sanctioned fireworks in the city of Minneapolis. Outside of, I think the Twins are doing fireworks after their baseball game on Monday. And then there'll be the laser light show. Some of the suburbs are still doing fireworks. I think St. Paul might have some sort of fireworks show. Here is the falls, which is the largest falls on the Mississippi River. Hydro plant over here on the right. Gorgeous, peaceful day on the river. See a small crowd of people up in the endless bridge of the Guthrie Theater up there, enjoying the view. Yeah, this walk over this bridge has to be one of the nicest views of the city of Minneapolis, with the mill ruins here on the left. At an iconic part of the city's history, as well as the beautiful downtown structures from Capella Tower, Wells Fargo Center, and the lovely Carlisle residencies. This condo tower right here on the river. Some incredible views in there. I can see that the Mill City Farmers Market is open, and we are gonna walk over there and take a look at that, because I remember last time we were down here I talked about that a bit, wanted to show it, so we'll go take a look. There is the locks, I think St. Anthony locks. It's the St. Anthony Falls right here. One of the local television channels, I don't know if it was CBS, WCCO, or Fox 9, or KARE 11, last week did a little 5-minute segment on St. Anthony Falls and the St. Anthony locks here, and they were meeting with one of the park rangers and gave a little bit of a talk into the history of it. We gave a little information about when the locks closed a few years back. I think that was an interesting 5-minute or so watch, a nice little piece. I think I'll go ahead and try to find that and include that in the show notes or the description of this. So if you're looking to watch something after you're done here, you can take a look at that and learn a little bit about St. Anthony Falls. There's also some really good stuff on St. Anthony Falls and the locks on Twin Cities PBS, or TPT. Those I think are a little longer, a little more extensive. The 5-minute videos, very palatable if you're looking for something short. But I think, you know, my channel is pretty dedicated to long form video. And I think many of you who watch these videos enjoy the longer video that you can spend a little more time on and enjoy for a little longer. The Upper St. Anthony Falls Lock and Dam. There are quite a few street closures downtown right now, because tomorrow, which is the 2nd, and Monday, which is July 3rd, there's going to be a event called Taste of Minnesota in downtown Minneapolis. That's going to have performances, which Third Eye Blind and Motion City Soundtrack, which is a local band here from Minneapolis, will be playing on Sunday, as well as other bands. There's going to be food. So I wanted to take a moment to listen to the kid playing piano. Love to see those pianos being placed throughout the city being used. But yeah, on tomorrow, which is Sunday the 2nd, and Monday the 3rd, there's Taste of Minnesota, which is a food, music, art event in downtown Minneapolis. There's a variety of street closures, musicians from Third Eye Blind to Motion City Soundtrack, Big Boy from Outkast, and Uncle Cracker. There's another one of the musicians playing there. So lots of different stuff to see and do this weekend, despite the fireworks. So now we are on the St. Anthony Locks. I saw some people walking across and decided, hey, why don't we do that? I am a bit of a wanderer, as you can tell, a bit of a rambler. Like to just gonna take a walk and see what we can find. I hope you're able to hear the sound of that rushing Mississippi River. It's just beautiful sound of flowing water, calming and relaxing. See all the smaller sections of the falls up here. And then the main falls in front of us. Staircase going down that has been broken or deteriorated. Wonder if this is a loop. Oh, this is a really nice spot. I hope that it's translating to the video as well as it is for me here. I highly recommend if you're in Minneapolis or visiting Minneapolis to come spend some time up here. nice views, but a little intense if you're not a fan of heights. I'm not personally a fan of looking down and seeing straight down to that water. Makes me a little queasy. Gorgeous views of the Stone Arch Bridge here. Hope you are enjoying them. Controls for the locks. How we used to open and close this end of the locks. One of the things they were saying in that video that I saw last week, where they were giving a brief history of the locks, is that they will sometimes open up this side a little bit, which I believe they did earlier this year to just relieve some of that pressure on the falls when the water's flowing at a really high rate, like we saw early this spring after we were getting that massive amounts of snowfall. Which, interestingly enough, even after all of that, we had, so this is like the gift shop observation deck. There's park rangers inside there. They are friendly, chatty, they'll talk to you. I have been in there. I had not crossed over across the locks before though. It is nice inside there. But just looking at time, I am considering how we'll have time to go through the farmer's market and then all the way across to St. Anthony Falls before my battery dies. But I guess if it dies, if he dies, he dies. Yeah, so this is the part where they will open it up occasionally when we are in a state where the Mississippi River's flowing a little too fast, where it becomes dangerous for the falls. They want to let some more water through here to relieve some of that pressure. This is where they'll do that. In the past, that water would raise up these levels, and then you could take your barge or boat through here and bring your goods upstream. Sort of lock structure that is throughout the world, from the Panama Canal to the canals of Paris. And interestingly enough, even after all that water we had early this year, where we had this really, well, we're gonna listen to someone play piano.
Most haunted places, one of them. Okay.
I'll get back to that flooding thought. Just missed it. So here's the bridge. That's where it's going to be closed off at 10 again, as we were talking about earlier. Trying to keep people off the bridge in the name of public safety, or not having fireworks going off to bug these people or something living in these apartments. Whatever the idea is, it is to try to prevent chaos. Personally, I lean more towards the side of have an event, bring people down here, and make it to where anyone trying to cause trouble is sticking out a bit, as opposed to making all the people who we want to enjoy downtown try to stay away from it. But that's just my perspective. I'm not a city planner. I do not work in development, or I'm not an expert on anything like that. I am just another software sales tech pro. Oh yeah, so as we're talking about with the flooding from earlier this year, how the river was at this really heightened state, reaching historic levels of high flow to where it was potentially even damaging the bridge, according to some people I saw on Twitter. Now here we are, what, 3 months later? That was March. I guess that was late March, early April, 3-4 months later, and we are in a drought state across a majority of the state, to where we've had so little rainfall since that time that we are in a drought. And it's unfortunate we're just seeing these extremes, to where it's so hard to find the happy medium and get the amount of water that we need without causing trouble. Ooh, that sun is starting to come out. It just feels wonderful today. You guys enjoying our walk today? Guys, girls, people, anyone, whoever you are. Hope you're enjoying the walk today. If you are, leave me a comment, say hi. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where I should walk next, what I should show you, what we should see. I'm always looking for new stuff. I think yesterday's walk was through Hennepin Avenue, which was a recommendation from one of our friends of the channel, viewers, subscribers, followers, I don't know what to call it. Whatever you are, I appreciate you. Especially people who are giving me ideas of where to go. Someone recently gave me the idea of going to St. Paul and checking out the Twin Cities PBS building, which we'll definitely be doing in the coming weeks. It's an exciting one. And then we're gonna head up here by the Guthrie Theater and check out the farmers market. There's that endless bridge that we could see some people on a little bit earlier. I do believe the market's starting to wind down. I think it's almost 1, which I believe is when the market closes down.
Because it ends in 5 minutes.
Then you can enter in straight ahead to the Mill City Museum from the market. Really nice space out here. Love to see it being used for this and people coming out and enjoying this part of the Mill City ruins in a public way. Really cool way to incorporate something fun and useful in this area with a historical part of the city. All sorts of cool vendors, from ready-to-eat food or prepared food to your fruits and vegetables, and jams, jellies, clothing. Rudy's breakfast bagels. I'll take 7. Sorry, I might be moving a bit fast here on the pivots there. Wanted to come over and show this water feature I really like. I think if you're ever in the Mill District in summer, worth a stop. And we got a ducky in here. 2 rubber duckies. How did those 2 get in there? Oh, and this thing, it looks like a hippo or something. Oh, do you see that? There it is. A hippo or a polar bear? The American Academy of Neurology. With some of the flowers out here representing different diseases. We're walking along 2nd Street here in the Mill District by the Mill City Museum. The restaurant to our right is Farmer's Kitchen and Bar.
You gotta slow down. Okay.
So this area, 2nd Street here, I believe it was right after the 4th of July stuff last year with the fireworks and the people driving their cars really fast down the street and shooting the little fireworks at each other. I think that is when they shut this part of the street down for a while. So there are big cinder blocks blocking access here to the street and to the area. I don't remember if it was all day and all night or if it was just in the evenings or just on weekends. Yeah, that was last year's shutdowns. Hopefully, we got lots of these little things around town right now. Cameras. So I'm torn. Do we want to walk down alongside the river with all the people, or walk along 2nd Street? It's probably way too fast for anybody to read, but I tend to stop and grab those, and so I can take a quick picture and then I'll read a little later. So you don't have to listen to me reading it live. Fail Center for Music on the left. Whoa. This is Miller's Landing to the right. It says it's a senior living facility, but giant chess game. Wonder if that's for the public or if I'm allowed to touch it. The alarm's gonna go off. Someone's gonna say, leave that alone. You never know. Oh, I think they're gonna play it. Here in the distance, I believe a sound check for the concerts and everything going on in downtown. Tomorrow? No, that's not what that is. I was wrong. This is a wedding or something here at the up ahead at the depot, and they're just doing some dancing over there. I was just guessing. I was way off. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video related to that Taste of Minneapolis. I think I have some plans tomorrow that I'm not sure if making a video there would fit into it. I will be in the downtown area on Monday working, and the event starts at noon, so I could potentially fit in a quick visit sometime throughout the workday. I can take a little break or something. I don't know. I probably should.
Yeah, because we had eaten.
I should find a way. Make it happen. Alright, we're back here along the Riverside, General Mills Plaza, a Wamney restaurant to the left here, with the sous chef in the head of it. Tatanka Native American food truck. I believe tends to have tacos, bison, duck, and corn tacos. Right now we are walking towards the Central Avenue Bridge. It's been closed for well over a year at this point. And this building is the Carlisle condos that I talk about occasionally. But yeah, this bridge has been closed for well over a year. They've been doing some renovations on it. It was anticipated to open fall of last year, October of last year, 2022. And for whatever reason, work ended up getting pushed back. And here we are in July of 2023. And I believe the reopening date has been pushed back to this fall. And I think when they get done working on this bridge, they're gonna move on to the Stone Arch Bridge and start doing some work there. Which I really hope stays open during that work, because that bridge is a beautiful part of the city. I remember 2 weeks ago we were walking through here during the Taste of Minnesota. Taste of Minnesota is the one going on this weekend. During the Stone Arch Bridge Festival, booths, people everywhere right here. Now it's cleared out, peaceful, quiet, beautiful. You can see ahead, this is Nicollet Island Pavilion, where it's a wedding facility, wedding venue, event venue. I believe that is where, I want to say it was Amy Klobuchar announced her intent to run for president maybe 5 years ago, a few years back. Might not have been that long ago. It was on this heavy snowy day in winter. I want to say the president at the time, Donald Trump, called her like a snow queen, or looked like she was living in a snow globe. I don't remember specifically, but I do remember it being there on Nicollet Island, if I remember correctly. And if I'm incorrect, please tell me. I prefer to be corrected than to think that I'm right when I'm not, because I do not get joy out of spreading information that is incorrect. Very peaceful day, which is nice after a few weeks of smoke. Was actually getting to me a bit the other day. I think it was maybe Wednesday, Thursday of this week. I was wanting to walk around, make a video, record a bit of Minneapolis history as it happens. And it was just so smoky. The air quality index was over 150, unsafe to be out in, particularly unsafe for sensitive groups, and just was kind of gross. Everything was cloudy, looked really bad because of all that smoke. Couldn't even see the blue sky above it. Smoke cloudy, I should say. Started getting to me. I was saying to my wife, if this smoke doesn't go away, we're gonna have to move somewhere else. Find somewhere where it can be nicer part of the year, because after the long winters of being cooped up inside, and then spring and summer hit and we've had so many smoky days, easy to let it get to you. But it just takes a day or two of these gorgeous nice days to feel how you want to feel again, and get back into enjoying this gorgeous place. Federal Reserve in front of us. Morning was pretty nice here too. I didn't end up making a video for it, but I went to the Walker Art Center free first Saturday, which is a great event at the Walker Art Center in the Minneapolis Sculpture Garden, where it's free to enter the galleries on the first Saturday of the month. I also believe they do a Thursday night event there where it's free. You can enter in there and see some of the galleries. And today in the Sculpture Garden, there were all sorts of activities for kids. There's some different dance groups there. All sorts of fun stuff. We are here on the Hennepin Avenue bridge. Crossing over the Mississippi River. Which from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. for the next 5 days is going to be your only option to cross the river in this area, because as you can see, Central Avenue Bridge is closed with all the construction equipment on there. A couple fisher people chatting. Yeah, so the Central Avenue Bridge is closed. Stone Arch Bridge will be closed at night. If you're riding your bike around town, you got to be on here with the cars. We're now on Nicollet Island, or above Nicollet Island. I do have a video from 2012 walking, or not 2012, 2022 walking around Nicollet Island. If that's something you're interested in seeing more of, we walk around the De La Salle campus. There's some really nice houses around the island. We walk along some of the paths. I think maybe the pavilion down there. Yeah, really nice place. monarch artwork. Love our monarch butterflies here in the Twin Cities. Probably throughout Minnesota, there's an appreciation for the monarchs. We do have a Minneapolis Monarch Festival in September every year, celebrating the migration to and from Mexico. We're crossing Nicollet Island and this Hennepin Avenue bridge into the central Hennepin, Old Town part of Minneapolis. St. Anthony, Maine here along the river. Straight ahead is Old Town. Nice district connecting downtown Nicollet Island, and then continuing ahead you get to northeast Minneapolis. But we're gonna walk along St. Anthony, Maine. We really should do a video updating that central Hennepin Old Town part of Minneapolis again. I think it's been almost a year since we were over there. See what's changed. Was considering doing a quick walk around that area today after we crossed the bridge area, but just kind of enjoying walking along the locks, and then saw that the farmers market was there and decided to go over there. This is River Place. It's been undergoing renovations for the last few years. A lot of work being put into it to make it nice again, make it a place where people want to be. Oh, the piano is closed. Are you gonna open it? Please open it. Play the piano. First Ave theme piano. No, just walking around. Over here, some lights, fire pits. Probably pretty nice at night. First Ave, the music venue theme. Paul Bunyan. Blue Rooster. I like this piano. Kind of a cool one. Closed out for the time, and if someone wants to play it, they can open it back up. Just keep it a little bit protected. It's been almost an hour. So that means that we don't know when the battery will make it till. It says Main Hall River Place. Fragment Coffee. This is a local coffee chain that's been popping up. I think they have 3, maybe 4 locations now. North Loop here, a couple others that are coming in. Pretty popular coffee spot, good quality coffee. This staircase actually just reopened within the last few weeks. Closed down during those renovations, so wanted to walk up these today. But yeah, Fragment Coffee is a great coffee shop worth checking out. They are partnered with, I think it's called Cardigan Donuts, which used to have a couple locations in the Skyway in the IDS Center, and make some really good donuts, some creative stuff, as well as some high quality takes on the classics. Worth checking out. Still working on the rooftop here. I feel like when we walked through here last time, about a year ago, either the church or this place next door, which is somehow related to the church, was selling pies. Thought that was kind of interesting at the time. And the pies were good. Big pie fan here. Yeah, as we are hitting that hour mark, I do not know when my phone battery will last until. So if my phone dies, thanks again for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really appreciate that. I always appreciate people checking out the city of Minneapolis with me. Yeah, and if I cut out, I hope you have a great rest of your day until I see you again. And if we keep recording for another 20-30 minutes, I'll be glad to have you along for that too. Kind of related to this fragment, yesterday when I took that walk along Hennepin Avenue, I was commenting on how many coffee shops I was noticing there, and I was thinking of it as almost this like coffee corridor. And I uploaded that video this morning, or uploaded it yesterday, processed to 4K this morning, and so I published it. I was watching it with my wife and I was talking about that, like, wow, there's so many coffee shops on this street. And she was telling me that she used even more of those places used to be coffee shops back years ago. Oh, we got a bride over here, how exciting. So she was saying that even more of those shops on Hennepin were coffee in the past, and that they used to park in that area and just walk around and enjoy coffee in the different shops. So yeah, kind of the coffee court. I'm calling it the coffee corridor of the city. Trademarked. Got the wedding dress store here. Pivo River Place, which is a Czech style restaurant. Fletcher's ice cream. Looks like either Pivo or simply the patio is popular. One or the other, or maybe both. Yeah, nice crowd out there today. Let's see if we can make it all the way back to the Stone Arch Bridge and complete that full loop. So we're about to cross under the Central Avenue Bridge again. Continuing along St. Anthony, Main. Let's see, across the river where we were before. The Main Cinema, mspfilm.org. On Main, historic dining saloon. When I was coming down here earlier to walk up towards the Stone Arch Bridge, this Segway tour in front of us had probably 10 Segways out in front of it. Segways, electric bikes, ghost tours. Maybe it's all these Segways. Put them inside. I don't know, man. Looks like more renovations are being done on this part of St. Anthony, Main. Yeah, gorgeous area of the city with some riverside views. We're gonna walk out on this, I don't know if it's called a pier or what. It's something to do with xcel Energy, or at least they sponsor it. See what's out here. I've heard that it has nice views, but I've never been out here before. So yeah, I can definitely see the power plant, the hydro plant, whatever's going on here being a bit of an eyesore with the power lines. Hydroelectricity being a bit of a eyesore with these power lines in the view here, but if it's an efficient way to get power to the city, I guess we'll take it. Or if it's historic to where this was here long enough ago to where it was. What do we have here? This is it says St. Anthony Falls Laboratory. Looks like there's some locks over here that are filled up. There are lots of signs out here. Some of them are too faded to see. Yeah, this is really nice. I see why this was recommended. Here's the St. Anthony locks that we walked across at the beginning of the video. St. Anthony Falls. The Horseshoe Dam. This is a wonderful spot to take in the Mississippi River. Wow. Peaceful and calm on this side, and then quickly moving over to the falls. incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing this area, hopefully in the future without these rafters here. But we do have a unique perspective today to where, you know, a year from now, 5 years from now, the scaffolding won't be along the bridge. So we're seeing something that puts us in a unique place in time, which is kind of the whole purpose of the channel and the YouTube videos that I make here, is to show what history was like, show what Minneapolis was like on this day. Nothing clipped, not really spliced. Occasionally I'll clip a video if someone asks me to clip them out, but for the most part I try to keep it one free-flowing video. So you can get a good glimpse of how things actually are. So often on the internet things are spliced and sped up and changed and made to make you think you're seeing something you're not seeing, or seeing something that's not really real. And I want to show you what's real and what this wonderful place is like and what you can enjoy. Or if you can't make it down to enjoy that, hopefully the video helps you enjoy your day wherever you are, wherever you may be. Because not everybody has the luxury of mobility I have, the ability to explore the city, the time I have, energy I have. Oh, amen. I go to work for falling water. All right, my friends, we just got the notification on my phone that my battery has, not my battery, my phone's battery. My battery is charged. I'm ready to go. The phone's battery has dropped to 20%, which does not mean I have 20% of the time I've spent with the phone open left. It means that that battery is going to die within the next 10-15 minutes. But we'll plug it in, it'll recharge, and we'll make another video another day. And I hope when I make that video, you have a little time to watch it and that you enjoy it. And you see something you like and see something that makes your day a little better or that you find interesting. What is this cool stuff here? Clearly some sort of project or work being done out here. It says University of Minnesota Research Laboratory. Leads me to believe that there's some research being done by the University of Minnesota. Shocking that I could put all that together. We are heading back to St. Anthony, Maine, where we will loop around back to the start of the Stone Arch Bridge. Take a look at that fence saying, "Go away, everybody," and I will cut off the video there at that fence. Oh, we got screaming, probably some wedding stuff. Screaming for joy, not screaming for fear, as many would make you believe is a common scene in Minneapolis. Which I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm saying it's not the only thing you'll see. There's the Expo building. It's like this, I want to say it was Hefe, was the bar, is closed. So some nice potential down here along St. Anthony, Maine for new restaurants, new patio space for someone with an idea to bring in and give the people something to enjoy. This building on the left is the A Mill, the artist lofts. See, someone's driving out on the laboratory space.
Thank you so much.
So the A Mill artist lofts here. If you remember a week or two ago when we were at the Stone Arch Bridge Festival, they were doing some flour milling, and they had these two big stones. Wow, another path, the lower trail. All are welcome to help restore the habitat and protect clean water near downtown Minneapolis, Father Hennepin Bluffs Park. Let's go down there someday, because I think that's probably a nice place to walk. But we don't have the time in it for today. So that's one thing I love about these walks is I'll be walking around, I'll see something, see a new trail that I want to check out another day or another time. And if you're looking around, you're always finding something new to see, something to research a little further, something to learn more about, something that you learn something new about on those days. So yeah, as I was saying with the A Mill artist lofts here, if you remember, we saw the historic way of grinding the flour at the Mill City Museum here across the river. And they had these two stones that were maybe 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet, and they were grinding them together. And they said that here inside the A Mill lofts, they have a giant one that used to be used to mill the larger amounts of flour, and that a few times throughout the year they'll open that up and do a demonstration in there. So if I remember, I'll try to keep my eyes peeled and hopefully can make a video for everybody to see of that when it happens. Or if you know when that is, let me know in the comments and I'll try to show up for it, or send me an email. Yeah, just an example of how one thing leads to another, and as you're out exploring, you learn something new and find something new you want to see or check out. Wow, look at that nice porch they have there, a patio. All the greenery growing across the side there. Don't really want to zoom in on someone's personal home as much, but and if you remember when we walked through Stone Arch Bridge 2-3 months ago, I believe this area was all still closed off. Definitely when we walked through here last fall, this area was all closed off. So we're doing renovations to the trail. There were all sorts of construction equipment over here.
Well, you're gonna have to take a drug or something when you go to Greece.
Pavilion here. So this pavilion, one of the first, I think it was the first year I moved to Minnesota. It was the first winter. The soccer team Minnesota United was filming a commercial on the bridge here. We all met here. I don't know how I ended up getting roped into it or hearing about it, but we met at that pavilion, walked over onto the bridge, and I think they gave us all Minnesota United t-shirts and jumped around on the bridge and sang Wonderwall by Oasis, which is the song that they play after that team wins, out in the snow. And it came out to be a really cool commercial. You know, I think I stayed in the back as much as possible to allow some of the people who like to have their faces be in the front there. But yeah, we walked out on the Stone Arch Bridge here in the snow, middle of winter, with the city in the background. Back when they played at TCF, which is now Huntington Stadium. You should walk around Stadium Village someday. I'll take you over there. Just let the bikes go by. So we've got, here's the Stone Arch Bridge with the gate to keep everybody out tonight. I will not be on the Stone Arch Bridge tonight. I'll be going to a soccer game, seeing Minnesota United and the Portland Timbers playing a soccer game. Hope you all enjoyed the views today. I really enjoyed this walk. There are often little vendors over here selling stuff, ice cream, water, Gatorade, different things along the bridge. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Show your friends. Give me any feedback you have. If there's something I do that's driving you mad, feel free to leave it in the comments or send me an email, and maybe it's driving everyone else mad. Maybe it'd drive me mad too if I noticed it. But yeah, I'm out here to have a good time and show you around. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.